Hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. So is everyone ready for the drawing for the cake box? So I got everyone's names that dropped a comment under the cake box into the cake box. And we are ready to shake it up and draw a name. I'm going to place this down on the bottom because it hasn't been too long before I domed the bottom of that. And I put these cute little pink things around the edging there on the pedestal. So let's go ahead, and everything is locked down on the lid. It is all ready to go. It looks super cute. Around, and then I'm going to draw a name. Here we go. Who is the winner? Who could it be? Oh no, it is, if I can get my finger on here to grab it, Maureece 4882. You are the winner of this super cute cake box. Congratulations, Maureece. Okay, I'm going to lay this to the side over here, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be working on next. Maureece, if you will, my email is in the description box. If you will email me your address, I will get this shipped off to you, okay? Okay, I have this mold right here, and I have a flower mold right here, which we're going to have to mold this one twice because I want to put the flowers, one over here on this side and one on this side. Sort of like handles, but not really. And I'm going to try to see if we can make this work. If we can do a two-tier on here, kind of like have this heart sitting above like that. So we're going to see if we can get that accomplished here. And also, I have these little ramen noodles. They come in a bag like this, and you get just different colors in them. And I found them at, I believe I found them at Walmart. But they feel like they won't stick to resin. So what we're going to do is this seam right here, we're going to cut down that seam and make them individual noodles. And then we're going to lay them in the tray, you know, all facing the same way, like so. And then put the resin on it, let the resin cure, and then try to slide them out. We're going to see if it'll work. If it won't, then we tried, right? Okay, so we're going to get started with the rim of the tray right here. I have some resin right here. I'm going to pour a little in this cup. And I have these these things right here. They're really pretty. And we're going to put those in the rim. These things will go everywhere if you're not careful. Let's see if I can just pour some in there. And you don't want to use a lot of these things because they're rolled up in a tight little curl, and it makes like a little funnel. And when they get in the resin, you want to make sure that you have room for them to move around, because if you don't, then it will hold bubbles down in there and trap them. So you just don't want to use too many of these. And I get these from, you only get them seasonal at the Dollar Tree. And they come in different colors. Let me show you right quick. These are the colors they come in. Just every color you can, I mean, just not every color you can think of, but they have a pretty good wide range of colors here. And if you ever catch them at your Dollar Tree, stock up on them because they are super cute in resin. Okay, I'm going to spray some alcohol around the rim of my mold. And we're going to go ahead and get this resin going on the rim, in the rim. I'm just going to scoop those right on over in here. Okay. Now we're going to let that cure on the edges, and then we're going to go ahead and start on our flour here. I'm going to reuse this cup. Let me get that last little ringlet out of the bottom there. Okay, there's no more in there. And we'll reuse that cup. We're going to use this green right here from Pearl X. It's emerald for our leaves and our flour. And I'm just going to drop some resin, some mica powder down in the cup. We don't need much because it's just going to be for the leaves. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of resin down in the bottom of that cup and go ahead and get my mica stirred up real good. And go around the edge of the cup and get the bottom of the cup real good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and go in with a little bit more resin. And that should be plenty for our leaves. Okay, and the flower in the middle, I want to do it this color. This is a folk art acrylic paint, and it's a color shift, a metallic color shift. So we're going to give it a good shake. I might have bumped my mic and made it really loud in y'all's ears. I'm sorry. We're going to add some resin in this cup. That's probably too much, but we'll go with it. And I'm just going to take a little bit right here on that stick, because you don't want to use a lot of the acrylic paints in your resin, because they if you use too much, then it won't cure. But we need a little bit more, so I'm going to get a little bit more on there for the color I'm going for. Yep, that's plenty right there. That's the color we want. That looks more like the lid, the color on the lid. It looks light on my popsicle stick, but when we put it down in there, hopefully it'll be a little bit darker. Okay, and then in this cup, we're going to put these little flakes in there. And we're going to put our heart. That's going to be the color for our heart right here. And the tray, the colors that we're going to do in the tray, or after we pull the noodles out, if we can get them out, if it works, then we're going to go in over those noodles with this color shift and this yellow together. And we'll you just kind of wisp through there with some silicone tip brush and kind of, you know, kind of put them together, you know, just do a little design in the resin. So we're going to go ahead, and that matches, I think that would match this, you know, along with the leaves on the flower that are green. I think it's just a nice mix that may bounce off of everything and look really good. So we're going to go ahead and just dump some in this cup and stir it up. Isn't that beautiful? Oh my goodness. Well, I dropped the lid. Good thing the glitter didn't go on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna let this sit and let the bubbles come to the top and let it just rest a minute. And we're gonna go ahead and work on this flower here. I'm gonna spray some alcohol in the mold. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this green and try to go in the leaves over here. And I'm not gonna try to put too much because I don't want it to get in that center. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and pour our center. And then we're going to go ahead and go back to our leaves. And then back to our flower. And back to our leaves. And now we're going to go ahead and try to fill the flower up. I'm just going to take this brush and go around these edges here. Okay. Now I'm going to take this silicone tip brush and I'm going to go around these edges right here and down up in there to make sure there's no bubbles hiding in the center and over here on the edge. And then I'm going to wipe my brush off. Then I'm going to go over here in the leaves. And do the same thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit more green right here. And a little bit more right here. Now I'm going to lay this to the side. And then we're going to get our heart. And I'm going to spray some alcohol in the mold, making sure I get it in every edge in there. And I'm going to dump it over to make sure I got all the alcohol out. Now we're going to give it a little stir from the bottom of the cup to make sure we get that glitter off the bottom. And let's go ahead and pour. And I'm going to get just enough to get down there on the rim. And then we're going to go ahead and use our heat gun. Okay. I'll tap the edges here. And if there's any bubbles, maybe they will release. And then we're just going to kind of look around the mold and make sure we don't see any, because if you do, you can pinch the mold and make it release and come up. Okay. I'm going to spray a little alcohol in there. And then we're going to go ahead and fill it up if we have enough resin. And I think we made it. I'm going to use the heat gun. And we're going to take this brush and we're going to go around the rim up here and make sure there's no bubbles. Okay. I'm going to use the heat gun on this flour. I'm going to spray it with a little alcohol. And we are ready to go ahead and wait for the next step. I will see you when the rim of this cures. I went ahead and cut the noodles that we'll be using. I don't know if we'll use every one of these, but I have them cut and ready for when the rim of the tray cures, so we can go ahead and lay the noodles down and put some resin over it. But I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and we're going to break this video into two, because I want to go ahead and get the winner of the cake box off, and plus we're already shooting probably about 20 minutes in right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video, and I will pick it up in video number 2 to finish our project up. Congratulations, Maurice, on the winner of the cake box. I really hope you enjoy it, and don't forget to reach out to me. My email is in the description box, and send me your address so I can get the cake box shipped off to you. For those of you who stayed through the entire video, I have no words to express how grateful I am to have you here. I truly appreciate your time. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for allowing me to be part of it. I hope to see you in part 2. God bless you. Bye, my friends.